Hey VC, Jack here. Welcome to Vinyl Martini. As you can see in the title, this is a contest entry for my buddy Steve from All the World's a Stage. He's trying to get up to 750 subscribers. He is somewhere around 726. I don't know why he hasn't surpassed 800. The contest deadline is Mother's Day, May the 16th, I think. So everybody's still got lots of time to do an entry, but it's one of those things, you know, if you let it go, you forget about it. So maybe this will jog your memory and we can get some more entries for Steve. Anyways, two parts to this contest. The first one is he wants us to agree that Sam St. John is a one-trick pony. Well, I can agree with that, but come on, Steve. I mean, the guy's a young pup. He's not even 30 years old. He's still learning, so why don't you just give him a break? Anyways, I have written a poem for Steve. Right off the bat, I want to say, if you've got young kids within earshot of this video, you might want to pause it. You might want to watch it later. This is a bit of an X-rated poem, and I have titled it. I borrowed the title from Jeff Witcher. I don't know if he's got a copyright on this phrase. But if he does, I acknowledge his copyright right off the bat. Anyways, the poem is called That Fucking Guy. Steve's a generous guy. He always sends gifts to young Sam. But stop it, Steve. These are just cast-offs. It's all just a bit of a sham. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. Steve's a big fan of anything Steve Wilsonian. If it was up to him, he would be in the Smithsonian. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. He claims he's friends with a guy from Physical Format. But you know, Gary, I think he treats you like a doormat. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. His channel's called All the World's a Stage. But by quoting Shakespeare, he's just showing his age. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. The last thing he'd feature is country music. Play it when he's near. He would surely lose it. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. Steve's favorite tipple is a glass of red wine. Mine's a martini. You'll agree that's far more divine. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. Have you ever met a man that's more of a completist? Ask his wife. She'll say, oh, he's just an extremist. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. Steve's always going on about Sam's hair. He's just jealous because his hair product is Nair. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. Steve's a big fan of Mott the Hoople's Ian Hunter. During a recent ranking, he couldn't have been blunter. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. He's from a small town near the city of Chicago, but for all of its delights, that's the last place he would go, though. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. Steve's thinking of retiring to the state of Arizona. Like his own self, it's dry, the cacti are prickly, just like his persona. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. You'll see him this summer in a mass town called Natick. At the party, you'll hear people whisper, oh no, it's that dick. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. And when it comes to t-shirts, Steve has a condition. When asked where he puts them, he says, we built an addition. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. But whenever everything's all said and done, we all love him, and all this was in good fun. That fucking guy. That fucking guy. All right, that's it. I sweated over that for hours, Steve. Hope that meets your standards, and happy to do it. Steve's a great guy. He's a great friend to all of us in the VC. I know that he's the type of guy that can dish it out. He's kind of the same guy that can take it. So, congratulations to you, Steve. Looking forward to more videos. Steve does more videos than almost anybody in the VC. He's showing all his records in his collection, trying to narrow it down to his top 10, which is a great thing. So going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Give me a like. Sub me up if you want. Sub Steve up for sure. Let's get him up to 750 because he sure deserves it. Let's get him up to 1,000. Anyways, till next time. See you guys later.